developers. It's again Evgeny Shvarov from InterSystems, and I wanna share with you my experience of creating a UI for a FHIR server from a guy who never did it in his life, me, with some AI developer tools. FHIR server. Here we can take FHIR server template. Let's go to GitHub. We will need it. So we can let's set up a new project in VSCode. Yeah, we can just clone this repository. Let's clone it here. Yeah, this is done. So also what we need besides VSCode, we would need a Docker desktop installed in your laptop. Yes, it's cloned, and we can just right click here and click compose restart or start. Yes, and it's starting starting FHIR server, basically what's being used here. So it is Iris for Health Community Edition. Yes, and how will we be building the UI? I will be using Lovable for that. So while it's building, let's go to Lovable. Lovable, it's a startup, still very impressive UI tool. And it's a prompt to code driven paradigm. So I can just type here, please let's create a UI application with FHIR server PVR4 showcasing patient data, including observations. What else we have there? Medication and vaccination, for example. Let's go. So it started, so now it tries to comprehend my request. Yeah, and we said create one beautiful designed UI, clean dashboard. Okay, actually Lovable, so start generating code. It builds the UI in React. So I never did a line of code in React, so I have no idea about it. So let Lovable create all this stuff, and let's see what's going on with our FHIR server. We can remove console. So everyone is busy. So okay. So this FHIR server will include some data be loaded with Cynthia and generated with Cynthia, and there will be some UI helpers, including Swagger, including some very minimalistic UI apps. So I will show you in a second. But let's go and see what Lovable is doing. So Lovable is also so a clean minimalist dashboard display sections, observation, medications, vaccination data. Like a refined color palette with neutral tones. That's fine. So it's also busy. Yeah, at some level, Lovable is free. So like for this kind of experiments, I think I don't even have a paid account for that. So something is being generated here as well. So everyone is busy. Okay. FHIR server is up and running with plugin, with ObjectScript plugin in VSCode. We have this menu, ObjectScript, where we can just refresh connection and it shows this FHIR server up and running. And yeah, there are some links here in the menu. First of all, we can go, like for example, to Swagger. Why not? Yes, so we have Swagger, and we can go to, for example, patent and see like ID and see if it's working. Try it out. We can call for ID1. So it's not found, nothing is here. Maybe let's ask ID5. Yeah, there is some data. So data is being returned in eJSON. Perfect. So we have some working FHIR server. What else we can check here? There is also some very simple FHIR demo, like for the patient 5. There's some hemoglobin and blood. Let's maybe ask later to build UI for that. And patient list. There is some UI, so we have these folks here with some vital signs, laboratory, and immunization. Perfect. Yeah, let's see what's going on with Lovable here. So it's still working. So it's now like busy, it's been busy with vaccination T6. So it's already created a number of files here. It's good number. Oh, okay, so it is it's almost ready. So we say we have some UI, but obviously it is focused, or it is with some mock-up data. So what we can do here, so maybe we can click on there is a observations, very nice, medications and vaccinations. Perfect. All patients, or we can just go to a particular one. Yeah, something is not working here, but we can then tweak it. Okay, but this is versus mockup data, right? Ask Lovable to focus, to point this UI to our FHIR server. Where is that? Oh, the FHIR server is at let's see the documentation. So in documentation it says that when it's been installed it will point you, yeah, localhost FHIR R4. Amazing. This is great, some pleasant words to AI. Please point the UI to a FHIR server at To do this, we'll need to create query and update data fetch logic. Makes sense. Makes sense. Yeah, and we can see in action what's going on. So it says that it is kind of done. So we can, okay, so it's already updated, and we can see that now patients are Carol O'Hara. So like I will, yes, so it's made the fixes. And we can see observations from all patients or from Carol, only from Frankie. Yeah, so some folks just don't have observations. And we can just compare if patient 8, patient 3, Carol, we can compare with if it's all right with the UI here. Carol, yeah. Vital signs, for example, 1 to 193, and this, and here with Carol, view full profile 193. So yeah, it's working. We also liked and vaccination also, like with Carol, influenza done. Let's see if it makes sense also with Carol. If we had any like immunization. Yes, influenza. Yeah. So we've built some very simple UI, so maybe we can ask to some change. This is perfect. Could you please add visualization for vital signs as with a chart? Let's see how it works. Yeah, but now the plan is also, while it's working, the plan, okay, it's great to have something shiny working in some site, but we need the code to support, right, to maintain it further. And so then our next plan is to connect it to GitHub and deploy, right? Okay. Yes. maybe I asked something. Difficult to create. So it really provides all the visualizations of the code being created. I've added hemoglobin and blood visualization chart. The normal range within the chart appears on both the patient and observation pages. Okay, let's get it. Dashboard. Patient 6. Oh. We have some visualization. Yeah, it's a bit, I think it's maybe broken even a bit. But okay, so we can ask it to fix it. So perfect, let's but you see this can be a back and forth process. The next, let's connect it to GitHub. To make it working, you need to connect this to GitHub. I will connect it with my personal GitHub. Yeah. Okay, a GitHub patient verse UI. So I have some GitHub. Okay, let's open and see what's there. Okay. So I have my first. Okay, not first. I tried it before. This the same, but still almost my React Native project. Great, and let's publish it. Yeah, let's publish it. Let's publish on Lovable. This will be patient verse UI. Of course, I can change the name. It's just something generated. So it's published, and we can just go and see it's working. Yeah. Amazing. So and if it's working like everywhere, of course it's the data comes. So I see the data even with the site in UI because it connects to my local Iris server. So for example, if I do iPhone mirroring, let's for example open it on my phone. Yeah, and put this site here. Dashboard, nothing, right? Because obviously iPhone doesn't know a thing about the server. So what we need to do, what we can do, we either can deploy our Iris server somewhere, or we can make an easier step with ngrok. So ngrok is a service that can do forwarding of domains to their server. Ngrok, yeah, this one. What I need to do, I need to get, I have an account there. Yeah. So I will delete this. So what what you need to do. You need to start a new terminal and install ngrok, and then once you have your authentication code, then we need to type the following. Like ngrok, then http, and put the UI for the server. Yeah. It works, so that we then can copy this thing. Yeah, okay, ngrok, and then we will need to make a change, and here actually we can look for, yeah. So let's update this to the file server we just built up. Of course I could ask Lovable just to change it, but let's do something with our own hands, assuming that we're still feasible developers. So what I did, so I commit changes to setup, to connect into ngrok forward. Okay, perfect. And what's next? Need to be done is to publish it. So update. And of course it publishes it from GitHub. So technically it should work now. Okay, let's see how it's going on. Wow, we see nothing, and I'm curious why. So we need to, so let's see what's going on here. FHIR R4 metadata, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so if we just open this, it should return metadata, but it's quite accurate, right? Okay, let's see here. So it is being cached via, so ngrok currently just stands in between. So to remove this page, set and send ngrok server. Okay, just let's ask Lovable to reuse ngrok now to as a FHIR server. Please use to make it working directly. I'm really curious what is he doing. Publish. Yeah, it's working. So technically, when we like check it on iPhone, so if we update this page, and now it's working on some, and we can view the full profile with some not a bad looking UI. Yeah. Okay, I think it's quite not bad for half an hour exercise. Yeah, so, and colleagues, with this I can say that we can assume that the pretty rich React Native UI can be built versus FHIR server in very short time and quite effectively with Lovable servers, even with by such unexperienced UI developer, front-end developers as myself. Have a fantastic day, and we wish you to build a lot of great UI versus InterSystems, and not only FHIR servers. Thank you.